What is up guys, Max here, and welcome back to another quick and easy tutorial inside of After Effects. Today we're using a plugin called GridMaker to make grids inside of After Effects. GridMaker is from the Filmit.io Filmit Studio plugin suite. Very cool stuff, check it out. If you would like to download GridMaker and try it for free, head over to Filmit.io and just click Get It in the Studio, create an account, have fun. It's very easy. Now, once you've downloaded and installed Filmit Studio from your dashboard online, you have GridMaker right here in your My Tools section. Now, along with GridMaker, once you start your trial, you have access to everything. Every tool is included, every effects, transition, DaVinci Resolve tool, Premiere Pro tool, they're all included. So have a great time, have a lot of fun. It's very easy to use, and this is the desktop hub type thing that allows the team to push updates, release new tools very quickly, and keep installing new features for current tools without interrupting anything else. Now, once you've installed GridMaker, it's really easy to open. Go to Window, Extensions, and then GridMaker. You're good to go. GridMaker opens up as a normal tool on the right side here. This is like the tried and true GridMaker. It grids footage. Put 4 clips on the screen, click 2x2, turns it into 4 clips on the screen. It looks cool. But GridMaker Advanced Mode is what we're focusing on today. So click Advanced Mode inside of GridMaker, and you have this right here. It opens up this new window. Pretty cool stuff. And to give you a quick overview, you have Flat Mode, Spatial Mode, Path Mode, Tessellate Mode, Chart Mode, Fracture Mode. We're working on Pack today. You have Jigsaw Mode, Text Fill, and Camera Mode. So within Pack Mode, it looks like this. On the left side, you have a lot of different options. You have a Composer option to choose different pack styles, your composition settings, pre-comp boxes. Let's turn that off. Circles. We want more circles or less circles. Let's just do this many circles. Gap changes the gap. No gap. Variation. We want 100 for that. Different animation styles, in and out, column by column, center out if we wanted to do a center out animation. So it goes like that. That's pretty cool. And different animation types. So smooth overshoot. If you wanted to play with your curves, there's a whole curving option in here. Pretty easy to use. So this is your in, this is your timeline. This is the 4-second animation. We want to make this animation a little faster. So it does that. We can make the timeline shorter like that. And let's say we're happy with this. We just create new comp. Going very live. This is done. And let's look at it inside of After Effects. It's been created just like it was before. And we're happy. This is what we wanted. And we're done. It's pre-keyframed, all that stuff. You can change it later. There is a null controller here that lets you control certain aspects of the grid. Pretty cool stuff. Have fun. Now we want to put pictures in these. We have 29 circles, so we need 29 images. I have a new composition in After Effects. I'm going to select all of these and hope that it's 29. Is it 29 images? It's 32. We don't want 32 images. So let's delete the rest of these. And now we have 29 images. Perfect. Now I got all these images through another tool through the Filmit.io team. It is Sourcer. It sources free royalty footage, videos, and pictures. And you just click Insert and go straight to your timeline. Works for Premiere, DaVinci, and After Effects. It's really awesome. Now back in with GridMaker here, we want to apply this to our selected layers. It selects everything. And we want to click Apply to Selection. There's a little error. Apply to Selection needs pre-comp boxes turned on. That makes sense because we want to pre-comp all these images. Oh, and one final setting before we hit apply to Selection. We want to turn off single image. What this would do is divide up a single image across all of this to make it look like a puzzle almost. So just turn this off and do Apply to Selection. Here we go. You can see it rolling behind. This is live. Going to keep going. It's still making the stuff. You can see the little circles appearing in the background. It's still going, and it's done. 29 of 29 parented. And here it is. It's been done. There it is rendered and playing back. It looks great. It's exactly what it needs to look like. You could open up the pre-comp, change the stuff around. It doesn't matter. It works great. And just to show you what a single image would look like, I select our layer, apply to selection, and it's generating a single image grid. There you have it. It's a hand. I literally grabbed a random image. So there it is. But animates in fine, and GridMaker knows to split this up correctly, so it looks correct. It's like on the background. It's all built into the tiles as well. It's literally piece by piece, put in the exact spot it needs to be correct. So there's that. Don't move this or it won't look correct anymore. And that's GridMaker in a nutshell. So feel free to try it, guys. There's a link in the description, link in the pinned comment. Like I said before, there's a free trial to GridMaker, not only GridMaker, but all the tools, and have a blast. As always, guys, I'm Max. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for being a part of the channel. If you're new to the channel, feel free to like and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.